Once upon a time, in the whimsical town of Nonutsville, there lived a cheerful squirrel named Game. He was known far and wide for his magnificent nuts. These weren't ordinary nuts, but rather magical ones that possessed extraordinary powers. Game's nuts sparkled in vibrant colors and granted special abilities to anyone who had the pleasure of tasting them. Game was a kind and generous squirrel who always shared his precious nuts with others. Every day he would venture deep into the enchanted forest, where the trees were tall and the air was filled with magic. There, he would gather the most exquisite nuts, carefully selecting only the finest ones for his collection. One sunny day, while Game was exploring a hidden nook of the forest, he stumbled upon a lost baby bird named Pip. The tiny bird was frightened and shivering, unable to find his way back to his nest. Game's compassionate heart immediately felt a connection with Pip, and he decided to help him. With a smile, Game offered Pip one of his magical nuts. As Pip nibbled on it, a soft glow surrounded him. And suddenly, he grew strong, confident wings. With joy in his heart, Pip soared through the skies, feeling the wind beneath his wings for the first time. Game had given Pip the gift of flight, and they became the best of friends. News of Game's incredible nuts spread across Nonutsville, and animals from far and wide flocked to the town. Hoping to experience the magic for himself, a wise old owl named Hoot was particularly intrigued and approached Game one day. "Dear Game," said Hoot, his eyes gleaming with curiosity, "I have always wanted to bring light to the darkest corners of the forest. Can your magical nuts help me achieve this?" Game, filled with excitement, handed Hoot one of his radiant nuts. As Hoot consumed it, his eyes began to emit a brilliant glow. With a single blink, the owl illuminated the entire forest, and darkness was banished. The trees glowed, the flowers sparkled, and the creatures of the night could see how beauty that they had surrounding them. As the days passed, Game continued to share his magical nuts with those in need. He gifted a nut to a clumsy rabbit who suddenly became the fastest hopper in the land. He shared another with a timid turtle who sprouted his wings and soared with grace. One by one, Game's nuts brought happiness and wonder to the inhabitants of Nonutsville. Soon, Nonutsville transformed into a town of endless possibilities. It became a place where dreams came true, where even the most ordinary creatures could discover their extraordinary talents. And at the center of it all was Game, the squirrel with the magnificent nuts, spreading joy and magic wherever he went. So, my dear friend, as you snuggle up in your cozy bed, imagine yourself in the enchanting town of Nonutsville. Picture the radiant glow of Game's magical nuts, and let the stories fill your dreams with excitement and wonder. May you wake up each morning with a heart full of joy, knowing that magic exists in even the smallest of things. Good night, my dear friend, and may your dreams be as magnificent as Game's nuts.